You're right guys, welcome back to the channel. So sorry it's been a little while. We're end of July now, 2021, and it's actually my first proper trip of the year. I've done one overnighter at the beginning of the year and a day session, but I haven't really fished at all this year, so it's been pretty crap due to COVID and work and other things really. It's just not been able to get out. So we're back up at the Embryo Norton Disney complex, and we're on Pettitts Lake. So the same group of us that have booked out lakes in the past down Linear have booked out this lake for the weekend. So I've been really looking forward to it. It's been booked for about a year, I think. It's been quite a while. A guy called Ian arranged it. So yeah, we've turned up this morning. We started at 11 and we're on here till Sunday at the same time, 11. So as I haven't been fishing for ages, I'm not going to do a massive vlog this time. I'm not going to kind of capture everything on camera because I just want to try and enjoy my fishing. I've not been for so long, so I want to chill out and don't want to have to worry about video and everything. But I'm going to get all the best bits if there are any. Try and get as many fish on camera if I can, if we catch any. And yeah, just talk you through basically what we're doing and show you the lake for some of you that haven't been here and want to come up here. It's starting to get a little bit busy now. Obviously the complex is getting a bit of a name for itself, so it is getting busier, and rightly so. It's a mega complex, and it's going to be unreal in years to come. So yeah, we got here this morning. It was great to see everybody. Not seen most of the lads since the last social we did. Excuse the dog. Since the last social we did on Linear in October, November time last year. So yeah, had a good catch up, had some breakfast, and then we did the draw. I was quite lucky actually. I came out the draw fairly early. I came out number 3, so I got like one of my first couple of choices of swims. I've come round in swim 6, which is a swim that kind of controls the central area of the lake. I can reach the middle fairly easily, and apparently there's been fish coming out there in the shallow water. My dad's on the opposite bank to me. He come out second in the draw, and he got a swim where he can fish reasonably close in. There's also fish showing over there as well. So yeah, it looks quite good. We've had 2 weeks of really hot weather. It's been fishing crap. There's been a few fish coming out certain areas, like when they've been stacked up because of the warm weather, but as a whole it hasn't been fishing that well as you'd expect when it's 30 degrees. But this weekend it's dropped like down to 22 degrees today, and we got a load of rain and thunder coming in the weekend. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully the weather switching the carp on and getting a few bites. So for now I've just chucked 3 single solid bags out into the middle. It's about 100 yards to the shallow ground from here, 24-25 wraps. So I've just put 3 solid bags out, had a couple of flicks around with the lead first just to make sure it was clear. Yeah, put 3 solid bags out. Just going to see what happens for the day. Last time I was here I had a few bites in the middle of the day, kind of from 12 till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I didn't want to go kind of thrashing it up, finding a spot. So I just put 3 bags out there. We're going to see what happens, and then more than likely this afternoon I'll get the leading rod out and have a proper feel about out there, and find a spot and put some bait in. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Oh, and if you see us all wearing these t-shirts, noddy t-shirts, that's Ian. That's down to Ian. So he's bought us all a little present. It says Pettitts on the back. So yeah, feel a little bit like I'm on a stag do. But yeah, good banter, and yeah, looking forward to a good weekend. Ian's just in the peg to the left of me. Neil's just to the right of me. I've not fished next to either of them before, so it's going to be a good laugh. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date on what's going on, and if we catch anything. All right, I'll catch you in a bit. Evening guys, so it's just after 9 o'clock now. Sorry for the lack of updates. Like I said, I want to try and just enjoy today and enjoy being back out on the bank, so I haven't done loads of vlogging. So yeah, nothing's happened. There's been nothing out the whole lake. No one's had a bite yet, but the fish have been really active. They've been in all the margins, basically all 4 corners of the lake. Fish have been showing, the odd one in open water, but not many. So most of us have kind of flitted around all day with solid bags just over the kind of the marginal weed, on to showing fish, to be fair. And I mean, Neil to my right, his corner looks mega with the wind blowing in there. The lads in 8 and 9 in the other corner behind me, they've had fish showing. My dad over in 2, he's had fish showing. Like pretty much everybody with marginal areas have had fish showing at some point today, but no bites have materialised, unfortunately. But it's been a good day, just chilling out, to be fair, and just relaxing. I did try putting a solid bag just down to this margin, just to my right here, for a few hours. A few fish showed near it, but nothing happened. So yeah, I ended up trying to find a spot out in the pond, and my swimmer's got a boundary of 100 yards, so 25 wraps. So I wanted the shallowest water possible, with it's been so warm recently, obviously the middle of summer. So I went out that far, but it was just too weedy at 25 wraps. Real, like, quite stinky weed, to be fair, right out there. So I kind of come back to the edge of that, and at just 22 wraps, so 88 yards, I found a nice clear area there. Not crystal clear, I mean, it glides back with like a dumpy lead on, but then as soon as you put a prong lead on, you pull bits of weed back. So it's a good job I did that, really, because I would have fished like an amnesia D-rig with like kind of wafting corn or something on there if I hadn't have put that prong lead on. But when I felt those bits of weed on, I have gone in there with 3 little pop-ups. I mean, any of you that have watched my vlogs before will know I'm not really a fan of Ronnie rigs, but I do like the idea of them sitting really low to the bottom. I just don't like the idea of just doing the same as everybody else on the lake, and on pressured lakes or lakes that are fished a lot, I prefer fishing a bait on the bottom if I can, or at least wafting. But the presentation is just so good, and due to the situation I've just had to do that. So yeah, I've put 3 of those out there on a couple of washed out pinks and a little yellow, and I put about 20 spoms of pellet corn and a bit of boilie over the top as well. First few were a bit dodgy, like I say, I haven't been fishing all year, so I was a little bit rusty with that, but once I got into the swing of things, I landed a good 16, 17, bang on the money with a few either side. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Most people are fishing pretty much the margins, to be fair, based on what we've seen today. There's 3 of us that have got rods out in the pond, so yeah, we'll see what happens. We've got the barbecue on, like I say, it's looking really, really nice. We've had a nice breeze on all day, weather's spot on, really, so hopefully with this pressure dropping and good weather coming this evening, we'll have a few fish. But yeah, going to tuck into this barbecue and finish off a few ciders and enjoy the evening. But yeah, I'll let you know if anything happens. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Evening, guys, so it's Saturday evening now. It's about 9 o'clock, half 9, it's just going dark. Again, not many updates. Like I said, there's not going to be loads in this video. It's been a really tough trip so far, really tough. I'm still on the blank, as are most others. It's really, really difficult. It's just not feeding, basically. We've seen loads of fish all over the lake, literally in all 4 corners of the lake, very active. We've seen show after show after show at certain periods of the day. A lot of them close into the margins, you know, and they're showing on hatches and stuff like that. We've tried zigs and all sorts, and you know, literally just nothing's working. It's been really, really frustrating. All the methods that we usually catch on these venues and these kind of venues is just not produced. I don't really feel like any of us are doing anything wrong. It's just not fishing. I think those 10 days or so of 30 degrees before we got here, you know, half of them kind of got into the mood of potentially thinking about spawning again, and the weather's cool and it's just knocked them about. Yeah, so really strange. But there has been a couple of fish caught. Last night at about 12 o'clock, Woodall opposite me, he lost one to a hook pull. Then at first thing this morning, he had one. He had a 26 pounder. So yeah, I heard the bite actually at about 5 o'clock, I think, this morning, and I got up and I kind of watched through the binoculars as he landed it. Yeah, so really nice fish. He took some video, or my dad, who's next to him, took some video for me, so to use in this video. So hopefully that's good enough quality so you can see what that fish was like. Really, really nice fish. He had that just on a wafter, tipped with a little bit of yellow foam, I believe. Yeah, and then today at about 11 o'clock, I think it was 10, 11 o'clock, Baz, who's down in swim 12, he had a really nice 23, 24 pound linear, like proper stunning fish. Again, Naif, who's next to him, got some video. So again, hopefully I can add this in and you can check out those fish. Again, he had that on a little Ronnie rig actually, with a little pop-up, Manila pop-up, I think he had that on. So yeah, we've had a couple, but it's been mega slow going. For me in here, I've got 2 rods on the spot that I found last night. I didn't put any more bait in all day, left those rods on the spot, nothing happened. The spot is clear though, I'm coming back with very little amounts of weed, just little tiny little strangly bits. So yeah, I'm still fishing the Ronnies on helicopters, and they're presenting really well, but I've just left 2 rods on there. And I've put another rod out a little bit longer, just a bit more to the right towards swim 4, just at the back of like the island. Saw a couple of fish there this morning, so 24 wraps just over, and 9 foot really clear just behind the island. So looks a good zone. Obviously I've not seen loads of fish there, just the odd 1 or 2. So I've just launched a solid bag with just a couple of little bits of yellow plastic in there, and that's it. We've had another barbecue tonight. Yeah, we've had a few beers, chilled out, all talked about how hard it is and how rural Nod is, and certainly living up to those t-shirts that Ian had printed for us. But no, it's just been one of those sessions. It's been difficult, you know. There's a lot of capable anglers on here, and you know, we all fish these kind of venues reasonably regularly, and you know, always do okay. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But there's still time. There's still tonight till 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. You know, I'm not massively hopeful, but you know, there could be another 1, 2, 3 fish out, you know, if we're lucky. Everyone's fishing well, everyone could catch, you know, it's just we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I'll hopefully be in touch with another fish, fingers crossed it's mine, but if not, I'll let you know when the session's over and we're on our way home. Right, catch you soon. Morning guys, so it's about 9 o'clock now, Sunday morning, so it's nearly time to go home. Obviously no fish updates in the night, so we're still on the blank. Yeah, it's not great, but it has been great for somebody this morning. And I guess if I didn't catch anything, the next person I want to catch something is my dad. He doesn't get to go fishing that often, so yeah, I always like him to catch if he can, and he's done really well this morning. So at about 5 o'clock, he's had one. So I saw him walking over to Woodall. I didn't actually see him playing the fish, but I saw him walking over to Woodall, and then Woodall walking back to his swim, so I knew they'd got one. And I got the binoculars out, and I was having a little look. I did get a little bit of footage actually of him with the fish through the binoculars, which isn't great, but it's you can see how I was watching them. But also Woodall got a video for me, so yeah, he had a 20, I think it was just under 25 pound common, really nice fish, like real long big tail, like yeah, really nice. And he had that off his left hand spot, which he's fishing just like 4.5 wraps out, really close in, about 10 foot, you know, real nice clean bottom, 6 spombs of just corn and pellet he put out there, and just a solid bag with corn over the top, double fake maize. So yeah, he had that, so well chuffed for him. And then about 15-20 minutes ago, I was on the phone to him just talking about that fish and saying well done and whatever, because he'd been back to sleep, and he's going, I gotta go, I've got a bite, right hand rod, which is fished like 6.5 wraps, so in swim 2, which my dad's in. There's a small shallow bar just out to his right, about probably 10 wraps out, I'd say, maybe 8 wraps. He's fishing just shy of that, and the fish are kind of patrolling up and down that, and there's been fish showing around him for the last 2 days, but he's not had a bite. Well, he had a bite yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned that. He had a screamer, which we thought may have been a trailer because the lead didn't come off, but interestingly he's just had this other fish. He just landed another one, and the lead didn't come off on that either, so he actually might have lost one yesterday, so that would put him on 3 bites, which is, you know, way more than most of us. So yeah, he's just had this other one, and it was an ounce under 20 pound, really nice mirror. Again, Woodall's got some footage. He's definitely got footage of the fight, I know. He was filming him playing it, but I don't know if he managed to get any of him with the actual fish, so if he hasn't, I'll just stick a still of the fish up at the end. But it's quite a nice moment. One of my dad's favourite kind of personalities in angling is Spooner. He likes watching monster carp, and he really likes likes that. And Spooner was actually walking around the lake with his dog right past the swim just as he got it in the net, so he come down into his sim and said well done to him and that, and you know, I know my dad will be made up with that. So yeah, really chuffed for him. You know, if I can't catch anything, at least my dad's had a couple, and at the moment he's top rod with 2 fish, 3 bites, so yeah, absolutely chuffed for him. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a blank for all of us on this bank, and you know, we only caught 4 fish in 48 hours. You know, it's really been tough going. But yeah, while the rods are in the water, there's still a chance. I have seen one just shy of my spot this morning, straight in line, just a little bit shy of it, and it looks good again. You know, wind blowing down, a bit of a northerly wind now blowing down this end. It does look really good, but you know, obviously it's looked quite good for the last couple of days, and fish have been active and stuff, but it's proved quite difficult. But yeah, this may be my last catch up, so if it is, I will see you soon. We've got another social in a month's time back down on linear. We've got the similar pegs booked as we had last year, so looking forward to that. I'll do another video for that. Yeah, so sorry it's not been the best of videos. Obviously there's not been loads of action, and I haven't been quite on the ball with filming everything, but hopefully you can see a few of the nice fish, a little bit of the lake, and if you've got this far into the video, thanks for watching. Right, I'll catch you soon.